The first article was about President Trump having 2 scoops of ice cream while everyone else gets one, and it was published when he just got elected into presidency in 2017. There were many outlets criticizing him, including outlets such as CNN and many others. Most pieces of propaganda about specific personal information were usually seen as significant, but pieces of information like this were considered petty. There have been many pieces of propaganda which blow things out of proportion, and many and specific examples of presidents who have fallen victims to this were and are Obama, Trump, and many others, in which the pieces of propaganda would display false information or insignificant information. This relates to 1984 because this type of propaganda is petty, which can be compared to removing documentations of dead people's names and dead words, along with the removal of pieces of literature that go against the government, essentially brainwashing impressionable citizens to hate certain things for a very insignificant reason. The second article was published about the Muslims in Myanmar, and it showed the anti-Muslim propaganda that was being used in the country. Muslims in the country have been portrayed as violent threats, when in reality it's the exact opposite, and they've been tortured, and many of them are trying to escape the country. This is related to 1984 because of the fact that the majority is supposed to be the only thing accepted, and anything else will be erased and punished. Fahrenheit 9/11 was a film directed by Michael Moore and was released in 2004, and it covered 9/11, and it took a critical look at George Bush and the war in Iraq, and how it was all covered in the media. It was criticized for its inaccuracy, and it was considered propaganda. And as told by Michael Moore, the goal was to remove George Bush from the office and to expose what happened, and it claimed that George Bush was affiliated with the Taliban and numerous other terrorist groups, and that he helped not only fund them, but Michael Moore stated that George Bush also helped members of the terrorist organization during the time 9/11 happened, and he also helped evacuate them, and Bush did it without interrogation. This is related to 1984 because of the fact that when the government in Oceania tried to make those opposed to Oceania look bad, they also tried to censor them, and the ones who made Oceania look bad, who tried to make Oceania look bad, were also criticized for speaking their opinions on it.